ground reports also from the other parts of the state there. But in a quick update of the cognizance that has been also taken up by the High Court there, Vivek, just share the details with us, because on the incidents of violence that have been reported since morning.
Yes, the Kerala High Court has taken cognizance of this matter, and a case has been, suo-moto case has been registered as far as this issue is concerned. And also remember, the Kerala government is asked to submit a report on whatever happened. Remember, the KSRTC department has put out a Facebook post today morning requesting the protesters not to hurl stones at their buses. Remember, this was put today morning by around 10 o'clock. But by then, at least 30 to 40 KSRTC buses was vandalized, and in some of them, it was completely destroyed. We ourselves have shown the condition of one or two buses in Trivandrum as how they have destroyed the window panes. As you can see in the visuals, the protesters are now reaching the secretariat in Thiruvananthapuram, where they are holding a major march against the central government and the BJP RSS leadership. Now, whenever they are holding these protests, especially these marches, their main slogans is directed towards the central agencies, especially the NIA and the Enforcement Directorate. And hence, the central agencies are keeping a very, very close watch on what is exactly happening in Kerala today, because remember, this hartal is first of all illegal. The Kerala High Court has clearly said that for any political organization or any political party to call for a hartal, they should inform the concerned authorities at least a week prior. But this was informed yesterday, and hence the Kerala High Court has taken very, very serious note of this hartal, and that's the reason a case has been registered. Back to you.
Absolutely, because Vivek, even where majority of the streets are now bearing a very deserted look there, we are looking at an impact of the PFI holding a protest march, and this is being reported in Thiruvananthapuram, where Vivek is also working alongside them with a heavy deployment of police, because this time around the police is also not being spared. There, look at those pictures that are coming in. In fact, such similar protest marches, Vivek, are also being held in Kottayam and Kochi as well. There have been similar protest marches by the PFI that has been announced.
Exactly. There has been protest march not just in Kochi and Kottayam, but in Kollam, in Kannur. In Kannur, remember, a petrol bomb was hurled at a place, at a shop, and one of the person has been arrested, and the police, 5 people have been injured in that. And remember, I am standing right in front of the Kerala Secretariat, which you can see the PFI activists and protesters raising slogans against the state and the central government. You can also see the police vehicles which are there. On the left side, you can see the 3 police buses, and the right side you can see the SUVs. You can see the PFI activists marching towards us. Now they are marching towards the East Fort from the Secretariat. Remember, it's a 1 kilometer stretch. These kind of marches are happening across the state today, and hence the entire police force is on the ground to ensure each and every moment are being closely watched. In case of any untoward incident happen, they said that cases will be registered against them. As you can see, the PFI activists raising slogans. These are all, most of them which you can see on the visuals, are youngsters, and even most of the senior leaders have been arrested yesterday. Remember, very, very senior leaders, including the state president, state vice president, national vice president, OMA Salam, Ashraf Maulavi from Thiruvananthapuram. These are the leaders who have been arrested. Now, these are senior functionaries as far as the STPI and the PFI is concerned, and hence the cadre, especially these workers whom we are finding on the ground, are outraged, they're angered, and they say that similar such protests will be happening in the coming days. Remember, the PFI has always been on the radar of the state and the central agencies, especially when it comes to the state agencies. We also saw the political murders that took place where PFI and SDPI are clearly in the dock, and we also heard a police officer called Anil Kumar, the DYSP of Palakkad, who clearly explained the modus of operandi of these of the PFI leaders. Now, he was clearly speaking regarding one of the murders that took place this year, and when a PFI activist called Shihabuddin is arrested, the police clearly revealed the modus of operandi, especially how they prepare sketches, how they prepare maps to target the RSS and BJP leaders. So basically, the modus of operandi is clearly understood by the state government and the state agencies. But the question here is, why is it that this organization is not being banned? Now, this is what many of the right-wing political organizations and outfits are asking. But the question here is, what are the incriminating evidences which the NIA and the Enforcement Directorate has managed to get yesterday, so that could be produced in the court and ensure that there is a watertight case as far as the PFI is concerned. Now you can see the PFI activists are raising slogans and they are moving from Secretariat towards the East Fort. At this point of time, you can see young PFI activists, also SDPA activists. You can see 5 senior police officials with lathis and 2 police vehicles right in front of them to ensure that no untoward incident happen. Remember, in Kerala, as of now, 55 KSRTC buses have been vandalized. Now, in most of these cases, the police have clearly said that these are PFI activists, and hence they say that the cases will be registered against them even after the Kerala High Court.
Mr. Atul Nanjan is back with us. The suo-moto cognizance that has been taken up by the Kerala High Court, because they have been taking it upon very strongly with the Pinarayi Vijayan Sarkar. They have been saying that the police should ensure that there is adequate measures that are put in place to prevent any damage, destruction to public and private property, sir.
Certainly, a state government has a right to protect the public property. The public property also, the custodian of the public property is the state government, and the state government knows its responsibility. And I think that the protesters, those who are there, whatever grievances they may have, they should go to there is a legal system in this country which they should apply. And if there are some people are being investigated, they should cooperate in the investigation. And if there are serious charges, they should fight in the court. And at the same time, I appeal to all the people that they should restrain from such type of activities which creates problem for the common people, and there should be no arson and loot of the public property.
Right, but Mr. Atul Nanjan, what about those people who don't want to be a part of the strike at all, sir?
Those who do not want to be the part of the strike, they should also, must tell to the custodians of the law and order that they should take proper steps.
All right.
And the state government is also, whatever.
Well, the High Court has come down heavily on the state government there in Kerala. Mr. Anjan, thank you very much. Mr. George Kurian, what do you have to say, especially with the High Court there taking suo-moto cognizance of the sporadic incidents of violence that have been reported, sir?
This is a terror organization, PFI. They are trying to make a fear in the mind of people. In Kerala, always they do. You may be remembering the chopping of the hand of a professor. So many incidents like that. And they won't abide by the law or the constitution or the culture of India. Every time this happens, and yesterday the BJP state president K. Surendran, yesterday itself he stated that every strike or the ban anything, this PFI, the way in which they protest, every time there will be this kind of rights, it leads to rights or like that, some kind of this unlawful situation it happened in Kerala.
Right, sir.
The state government should take action against these people, and the High Court definitely will take action against these people.
Well, this is a dawn to dusk hartal that has been called by the PFI there, and the incidents of violence that have been reported because it is spreading to different parts of the state there. Mr. Kurian, thank you very much for joining in. Coming back to Vivek on that, because we can hear several chants and sloganeering. Every time we are looking at, most of the time rather, when it comes to PFI rallies and marches, there have been several controversial sloganeering and chants that have been made. What exactly are they saying now as they are marching towards the Secretariat? I believe they've already passed the Secretariat by now. Vivek.
Yes, they have already passed the Secretariat and they come back to their original position as of now. Now, when I heard the slogans of the PFI activists, we can hear slogans against Prime Minister Modi, slogans against the Enforcement Directorate, slogans against the Home Minister, the ED, the NIA, and various other agencies. So basically, they are saying that they are raising slogans against the agencies. Because what we understand from the ground is that the PFI cadre on the ground is shell-shocked, especially after what happened yesterday. The kind of raids, the unprecedented and the unexpected raids that happened right from 4 a.m. yesterday onwards, where 25 of their senior leaders have been arrested. And we also saw the kind of reaction of these leaders when they were taken to the court, and once they have been sent to the Aluva sub-jail in Ernakulam. We saw the kind of reactions, what they said. They said that if 100 PFI leaders are arrested, thousands of PFI activists will be on the ground. They will, join and jointly protest against the central government. So basically, they're giving a clear signal that they will continue their protest from here on. As far as Trivandrum is concerned, as compared to the northern parts of Kerala, it's comparatively peaceful. But yes, there were 3 to 4 incidents of violence where stones were pelted and also shops were forcefully closed. As of now, things are coming back to normalcy because the police deployment has come to the entire area of Thiruvananthapuram. The entire city is now under the control of the Kerala police. At this point of time, they want to ensure there is no untoward incident happen. Remember, in Kottayam, especially in Iratupeta and Kannur, the state witnessed the maximum number of violence where large number of PFI workers were found clashing with the police. Back to you.
All right, so those updates that are coming in as large-scale protests that are taking place, there have been incidents of violence that are also being reported. Meanwhile, the BJP has also lashed out at the PFI, saying that their only agenda is to spread hatred. Listen into reactions.
चाहे सिमी हो, चाहे PFI हो, ये सब हिंसा के रास्ते से देश में विनाशक रूप धारण किए हुए हैं। और इसलिए मैं सब दलों से, मजहबों से, जातियों से और सरकारों से ये निवेदन करूंगा कि वह एकजुट होकर एजेंसियों के साथ खड़े होकर इस देश में जितनी भी हिंसक मानसिकताओं के समूह हैं उनसे रक्षा करें। आरएसएस को हिंसक कहना और गाली देना, इसको बंद करें। संघ की कोई हिंसक गतिविधि वो नहीं दिखा सके, इसलिए just to blame RSS, they should stop it.
देश की आंतरिक सुरक्षा एवं देश के नागरिकों की सुरक्षा बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और ये एक सराहनीय कदम है। कानून स्वतंत्र रूप से अपना काम कर रहा है और देश की 11 प्रदेशों की और केंद्र की सरकार ने संयुक्त रूप से ये कार्रवाई की है और देश की सुरक्षा को मद्देनजर रखते हुए की है। मैं इस कदम को उचित कदम मानता हूं और इसकी सराहना करता हूं।
Well, those are the updates that are coming in from the state of Kerala as we are looking at multiple protests that are being reported along with multiple incidents of violence as well.